Hey again. It's been a bit since I did the last video, so I'm gonna do it now. I just got home from work. I just got my Birchbox in, so I'm doing this. So, whatever. I also put mascara on, so it kind of defeats the purpose of having this thing on. Not really, but anyways. So I guess I don't remember exactly where I left off, but I know that I wanted to start talking about how my whole, I guess you could say it kind of, my life fell apart for a little bit. And it has to do with depression, anxiety, and where I was in life at the time. So at the time I was working at Kroger. Yeah, Kroger. I didn't get treated the best there. Not that they were awful, but there was just one person that made it really miserable. And it made it really hard to want to be there. Also, it was at night, and I hated that because I was like, I'm tired. So there went that. After I finished my semester, though, I went to my old job and was like, hey, do you still need me back? Because I want to come back so bad. And they said yes. So that was one thing that didn't fall entirely apart. But when I came back, something felt really different, but I couldn't pinpoint it, so I thought it was just nothing. Then I started this next semester after the whole summer ended. And that's when I knew something was wrong for sure. I didn't want to get up and go to school. I didn't want to shower. I think the most I ever went without showering was 3 days. I know it sounds gross. I would wash my hair and I wash the essential parts, but I wouldn't actually fully get in the shower, is what I mean by not showering. And it was just not because I wanted to wait. I really like showering. I enjoy it. I enjoy being clean. But I couldn't bring myself to do it. So it was one thing. The next thing was I wasn't performing as well as I usually did at work. They said that I was the best office manager they had, in that place for a bit, and that everybody that wound up being there wound up not being great afterwards. So that happened. And the thing that kind of tore it, that told me, red flag, get help, is that I didn't want to write for me or for classes or anything like that. And thing about me is I live for writing. I have written 2 or 3 manuscripts already, and I've tried to get them published, but things happen. I've been working on them, getting them redone, rewriting them and stuff like that. And I had a paper due for a class, and I let it slip through my fingers. I did not do it. I didn't want to. I had no gumption to do it. It was horrible. It was a horrible, horrible feeling. So I finally told my friend that, and I was like, I think there's something wrong. And she was like, I think there is too. You probably need to talk to somebody. And I was like, who am I going to talk to? So I contacted my advisor for school, and I was like, hey, I'm having this problem and this problem. And she said that I need to talk to somebody else in a different department. So I did, and they told me to go to a psychiatrist. So that's what I did. I started talking to him about it, and he was like, yeah, I agree with you. This is what's wrong. This is what's wrong. This is what's wrong. And so now I'm in the process of getting the help that I need. So in the grand scheme of things, I guess I'm just saying, don't be afraid to get help. It doesn't mean that you are any less of a person. It just means that you realize when you do need help. It was really hard for me. I'm a very stubborn person. I don't like admitting that I need help. I'm a very prideful person in that fact as well. I don't ask my parents for help. I don't ask friends for help. I don't even ask my brother for help that much. And it was really hard to admit that I did need help, but I did, and I feel better for it. The guy that I went to made it really easy to talk to him. He made it to where I could ask him whatever I needed to, and he is helping me get tested for certain things. He thinks that I have a learning disability, which I don't really think I do. I think that I have a problem with paying attention, but that could just be because I have my mind's racing all the time. But that was the first thing that I really wanted to cover. And if you have any questions about it, I'll happily answer any of them. And I'm sorry that I keep switching arms. This is my room, by the way. The other one I did at my office before anybody was in there. So I was going to do one at there today, but we had a bit of a crisis at work. So, and I'll also talk about stuff like that. I'll cover a lot of other things too. But that was the main thing I wanted to touch on, was the problems I had during school. Like, at least for this one. The other ones, I'll talk about what else attributed to it. I think it's helpful to learn what all can happen, what can trigger kind of things like this. But yeah, that's it. Said if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll happily answer them. For now, I guess I'm gonna go take these off because I think it's almost time. And I will post another one hopefully a lot sooner, especially now that I have a couple of days off from work. I can sit down and get some ideas together and do stuff like that. So we'll see. But, you know, if you have any questions, like I said, please ask. I will happily answer any of them. And until next time, bye!